If you've ever tried to build a business online, you know the grind. It's relentless. But what if that whole model is changing? What if the secret isn't about working harder, but about building smarter systems that run on AI? That's exactly what we're going to dive into today, the huge shift from manual efforts to automated income.
Man, that picture on the left, it feels a little too real, doesn't it? The constant posting, wrestling with a dozen complicated tools, just trying to keep your head above water. But now look at the right. That is the promise of AI. It's clean. It's an automated flow that turns one single idea into consistent traffic. We're not just talking about a different tool here. It's a completely different reality.
So, before we jump into all the cool new stuff, we've got to take a hard look at the past. Why is that old model, the one that relies on sheer manual effort, so fundamentally broken? Let's get into it. I mean, seriously, think back just a couple of years. Being successful online meant being a hamster on a wheel. Your income was directly tied to the hours you put in. The second you dared to step off that wheel, poof, everything just stopped. It was an absolute recipe for burnout. And you know what? That relentless grind is the #1 reason why so many amazing online projects just fizzle out. It's this massive wall that stops most beginners dead in their tracks. So let's unpack these common pitfalls. So what's really going on here? Why are there so many abandoned blogs and social media accounts that started with so much passion? Let's get to the real heart of the problem. This list right here, it's like a perfect storm of failure. Isn't it? It's not just one thing. They all feed into each other. You're trying too many things at once, so you're forced to do it all by hand. You don't have a system, so you create all this content that nobody ever sees. It's a vicious cycle that just leads to frustration. And this boils it all down to the absolute truth. This is the foundation of everything. You need traffic, as in actual people, and you need automation to do the heavy lifting. As the slide says, if you don't have both of those pillars in place, the whole thing is just destined to crumble. All right, enough of the problem. What's the solution? Well, this is where it gets really exciting. Welcome to the automation revolution. We're going to see how AI isn't just another shiny object, it's a real game changer that is completely leveling the playing field. It is so easy to hear AI and just dismiss it as another buzzword, but that is a huge mistake. This is a fundamental shift, maybe as big as the internet itself. Trying to build an online business today without AI is like trying to do it back in 1995 without a website. You are leaving your biggest possible advantage on the table. Just look at this comparison. On the left, that's the solo creator, trying to be a graphic designer, a writer, a social media manager. It's impossible. But on the right, with AI, you suddenly have a superpower. It's like having an entire team working for you around the clock for free. Okay, so we've covered the why. Now let's get into the how. We're going to break down the actual blueprint, the 5-step system you can use to build an engine for automated traffic and sales. First things first, let's get crystal clear on our goal here. We're not trying to build ourselves another job, we're building an automated income system. And the magic words right there are build once. This is about creating an asset, a machine that works for you, even when you're not. And here is that beautiful machine in action. Check out the flow. It all starts with one single, valuable core idea. That's the human part. That's you. Then, in step 2, you hand it off to the AI, which acts like a prism, exploding that one idea into tons of marketing content. Then you push that content out everywhere, pull all that traffic into one place, and convert that interest into sales. It just makes sense. Okay, I know that can sound a little abstract, so let's bring it down to earth. Let's make this super practical and walk through a quick example so you can see how the gears really turn. So let's start really small. Forget about creating hundreds of posts. Just imagine you focus all your energy on creating one simple, valuable piece of content. Could be a short guide, a helpful video, whatever. Just one thing. Now here's where the magic happens. You take that one piece of content and you feed it to an AI. And look what happens. It becomes a force multiplier. That one little bit of effort is instantly transformed into an entire campaign of social posts, emails, ads, all of it ready to go. And all of that content being pushed out automatically creates what you see here, a steady, predictable flow of traffic. All those little streams point back to your digital doorstep, and they generate sales. And the best part? It's all happening without you having to manually post a single thing. All of this points to a really crucial shift, not just in the tools we use, but in our mindset. To really win with this new model, we have to stop thinking about effort and start thinking about systems. This slide says it all, doesn't it? The old way, on the left, is that endless treadmill. You just run harder and faster and you hope you get results. The new way is about stepping off the treadmill and building a machine. You build the system once and the system produces the results for you, predictably, consistently. And this right here, this is the great equalizer. This is what makes it possible for a complete beginner working from their kitchen table to actually compete with a seasoned marketer who has a whole team and a huge budget. It totally changes the game. So I'll leave you with this final thought. As AI gets better and better at building all the systems and doing all the repetitive work, what's our role in all of this? Well, it means our creativity isn't being replaced, it's being elevated. Our job is now to be the spark, to provide that one core idea that the AI can then amplify to the entire world. And honestly, that is a very, very exciting future to be a part of.